Good morning, my beautiful and handsome people. Or should I say, how you doing? How you doing? Okay, so today I feel as though you should know that your Father in heaven wants you to be released from any kind of discomfort, any kind of pain that you're going through. God, our God is so good. He wants you to live the life He has intended you to live. That is goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. All the days of your life. And true to His word, Jesus, when He came down on earth, He performed more than anyone could ever think. That means He reached out to even more people who needed Him at that time. One of these people was a man of leprosy. We can read from Matthew chapter 8, verse 1 to 4. And it says, "When He came down from the mountainside, large crowds followed Him. A man with leprosy came and knelt before Him and said, 'Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean.' Jesus reached out His hand and touched the man. 'I am willing,' He said. 'Be clean.' Immediately he was cured of his leprosy. Then Jesus said to him, 'See that you do not tell anyone, but go, show yourself to the priest, and offer the gift Moses commanded as a testimony to them.'" God was so good. Jesus was so giving. He was so loving. I mean, whatsoever anyone asked, if they wanted any kind of release. And you know, leprosy at that time was a disease where if you had it, you were segregated. You are as good as a Samaritan. You are as good as, I don't know, anything that could be in a position where you're not even considered a human being. Yeah. And we can go to Leviticus if you want to understand this better. When Jesus said, "See that you do not tell anyone, but go show yourself to the priest and offer the gift Moses commanded as a testimony to them." We can go all the way to Leviticus chapter 13, where the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, all the way back to the days of Moses and Aaron and the Exodus, when God was actually executing His laws by which people should live by. Throughout Adam, the age of Adam, all the way to Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, there were no laws. People were not living in a system where they could follow. So a lot of people were misguided and didn't know what to do. So God was so gracious to them, yeah? And to understand that better, in Leviticus chapter 13, it says, "The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, when anyone has a swelling or rash or a bright spot on his skin that may become an infectious disease, he must be brought to Aaron the priest, or one of his sons who is a priest." So, if you had any disease, you were to be brought to the priest, yeah? He would inspect it, he would examine it, and he would tell you what to do and how to handle it, yes? And even in Leviticus chapter 14, when you are cleansed, when you are clean, you are to bring gifts to the priest. In Leviticus, specifically in Leviticus chapter 14, verse 10, on the 8th day, he must bring 2 male lambs, 1 ewe lamb, a year old, each without defect, along with the 3/10 of an ephah of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, and 1 log of oil. The priest who pronounces him clean shall present both the one to be cleansed and his offerings before the Lord at the entrance of the tent of meeting. Yes, gifts were as an offering to God, because as you bring a gift to God, God acknowledges that you are healed and that you are cleansed and that you are giving an offering, a thanks offering, a guilt offering. I can even, it goes on further to even say in verse 21, if whoever is poor and cannot afford these, he must take one lamb as a guilt offering to be waved to make atonement for him, together with a tenth of ephah of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering, a log of oil, 2 doves or 2 pigeons, because at the time doves and pigeons were easily available, which he can afford, one for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering. I mean, in that time, these regulations really set apart for people who knew what you were going to do. Yes, I mean, leprosy, skin disease in any kind of context, yes, can leave you very scarred for life. I mean, mentally, physically, yes, but with healing, with God, I mean, God was so gracious. He was like, you know what? I can't let you suffer. Yeah, I can't let you suffer in the hands of people's words. If you encourage yourself, if you discourage yourself, I mean, it goes on. Your Father is so good. Our Father in heaven is so good. In Matthew chapter 7, almost in the same kind of storyline, yeah? Matthew chapter 7, verse 7. Ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. For everyone who asks receives. He who seeks finds, and he who knocks, the door will be open. Which of you, if his son asks for bread, will give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish, will give him a snake? If you then, though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him? So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you. For this sums up the law and the prophets. God is so good, my beautiful and handsome people. I hope you enjoyed the word today. I am so blessed to do this every day. And with that, please like, subscribe, comment, anything you want. I mean, the Bible refreshes my mind every day, and I hope it does the same for you. I love you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Love you.